Thank y'all for coming out today. We appreciate you covering this. This is awesome for the state of South Carolina. It's actually awesome for everybody affected with it. But Manny Amon is president and founder of Samaritans Feet, whose life was literally changed by a gift of a pair of shoes, and it determined that he's been able to impact 10 million children in the way he's been impacted, or at least that's his goal, I think, Manny. Manny and I met in Charlotte and talked about this day a long time ago, and talked about the fact of trying to help out other folks. A lot of people don't realize that South Carolina per capita ranks in the top 10 in the country when you talk about neighbors helping neighbors and people donating to foundations. We're here today to announce a statewide partnership with Samaritans Feet. It's a worldwide ministry based out of Charlotte, just a little over an hour away from us, that will work with us, other state agencies, the United Way, the faith-based community, to see that 46,000 shoes are given to children that will start school this fall. 46,000, you heard me right. That would average out to 1,000 per county in South Carolina. These recipients of the free shoes are students who receive free and reduced lunch throughout South Carolina. Thousands of South Carolinians will receive a new pair of shoes touched with a message of hope. That message is that Samaritans Feet is a humanitarian relief organization that puts shoes on children's feet all around the world. We want them to feel a little bit of love and compassion that people can do. We all know that government can't solve all problems. It's groups like this that reach out and touch people that could be touched for the rest of their lives. They may go into missionary, they may go into helping other people, charitable organizations, faith-based organizations. Just by this small gesture of a pair of shoes, it may change a person's life, like Manny's, forever. We're going to be working with hundreds of volunteers, so anybody that sees this, we'd love to have their help. We're going to try to do this as efficiently as possible. And Manny's not going to tell you, or I don't think he is, but it costs at least $5 administratively for every pair of shoes he gives out. So we're hoping that some folks watching this may be touched. You may want to help Manny out. 46,000 pair of shoes. He does have cost of delivery, cost of distribution. I think we've worked out maybe getting a warehouse donated. Did we get that worked out yet, Manny?
Working on that.
If you're watching this and you got a warehouse we can borrow, we'd love to have that.
That's right.
As well. This is all about helping others, and we know that this has the impact to reach far and wide more than any of us will even know. But with the Department of Social Services, Department of Education, the Lieutenant Governor's Office, and the faith-based community, we're all going to work together to distribute these shoes. And I'll follow an example set by leaders of other states who symbolically joined the great effort in highlighting the goal of giving us shoes. You can see everyone today is not wearing shoes, and I'll conduct official business up in the State House today, not wearing any shoes. And I think this sets a precedent, sets a tone. These are very challenging and difficult times, not only in our state, but across our country and across the globe. And so groups like Manny's who can touch the lives of other people and send a message of hope, and that there are people that care about you, I think it is imperative in these times. In many instances, this can make all the difference in the world. And Manny has a story that actually tells that very thing. I want to introduce Manny to you now, who'll tell you about the gift of a pair of shoes to a small boy in Nigeria that led to a college basketball career in America and eventually to the founding of Samaritans Feet. His goal is to provide 10 million shoes to disadvantaged youth throughout the world. But here in South Carolina, we're going to benefit from Manny's love, compassion, and hard work to the effect of 46,000 shoes. So Manny, we love you. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, my friend, for coming and offering your heart.
Appreciate it.
This is Manny.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Lieutenant Governor Bauer, for your heart, your compassion, your stand. One of the unique things that I've seen over the last so many years of my life in coming to this country is that every single one has been given a platform. And the question is how we're going to use that platform to help make this world a better place. We've challenged coaches, we've challenged pastors. Now, Lieutenant Governor, we've challenged you to take your shoes off, to help us become the voice, the plight of those over 300 million children around the world that woke up this morning and have shoes on their feet. And people don't realize this, that their kids right here in our state, in South Carolina, that their parents have to decide between buying groceries and putting shoes on their feet. for school. And that's what excites me about this, that you've chosen to use this platform you've been given to help make a difference. And we are excited that people like from DSS, from United Way, from the Department of Education, all across some of the different church-related organizations and churches that will partner with us. We are looking for over 46 key leaders that will help us host shoe distributions in their community, help put at least 1,000 pairs of shoes in their community, to the total of up to 46,000 all across the state. And we are not just going to hand out shoes. We want every child that walks through every single door to be touched, to realize that they are loved and there is hope for them. And that's the message we want to deliver. We're going to wash those kids' feet and look in their eye and hug them and tell them there's a plan, there's a future for their life, and inspire those kids to drink. And that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm excited about this. So if you're watching and you want to be a part of this, you can go to our website at Samaritans.org and help us, raise that $5 that Lieutenant Governor mentioned, because it's going to cost us that much to help us store, process, and ship and put these shoes in the feet of kids. But more importantly, we don't know, maybe the future governor of South Carolina to be one of those kids that we'll touch.
No question.
Because you never know. Over 20-some years ago when that man touched my life, I didn't realize that that simple act of compassion would lead to someday creating a worldwide ministry that will help impact millions around the world. So I thank you guys for coming out. If you're watching, visit our website at Samaritans.org. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for what you're doing and what you're about to do. And I hope many other lieutenant governors and governors across this country will see you as an example of what it truly means to be a servant leader, to use your platform to be the voice for those kids that doesn't have a voice. So I'm excited. If you want to learn how to get involved with this, go to our website at Samaritans.org and you can learn how to either host a distribution or give towards this project.